Alright, hi guys. So today I'm playing Rimworld. Is kind of like a guide for people because I'm kind of an idiot and it took me like 150 hours to figure out how to even play it. 142 hours before I even kind of got okay at it. But I'm gonna show off some tips that help me at least. I'll just do adventure story. Also, don't go on commitment mode until you think you know the game. Like, you're like, oh, I like to play it hard. I'm gonna go losing is fun commitment mode. Don't do that because it's just gonna be difficult in the long run because you are learning the game and you're not actually, like, there yet. Also, I should mention this is the first time I'm playing, the 1.4 update, so we'll just see how it goes. I have some mods downloaded. Those aren't required, they're just quality of life stuff. But yeah, so I recommend going into a temperate forest, more specifically somewhere mountainous. Doesn't need to be next to a river or anything, just somewhere mountainous in the temperate forest. People are like, oh, I'll go start in the shrubland or the desert. I remember when I started, I went in the swamp. Where's the swamp? I don't know if there's a swamp. I went into the temperate swamp, and it was bad because I couldn't place anything down. So, you should go to the temperate forest, basically is what I'm saying. I don't have there's a mod that lets you see the map. I don't have that downloaded. I should probably download that. We're just gonna hope this is good. So now, here we have people, down here you can see the, main things that everybody's good at. The passion, what that means is when it's a tiny fire like that, it learns 25% faster, but it also forgets 25% faster. This is a bad example because they're a slow learner. This fast learner, Jesus Christ. So, and what is something they're good at? Animals. So, animals, they would be learning at 150 times the speed because it's double. And at this, they'd be learning at 100% speed. Why? Weak professional. Yeah, so they'd be learning at 100% when usually they'd be learning at 35% if they have no passion in it. So, basically, passions are pretty good. Something that you should probably have on every member of your team is some kind of shooter. It'd be best if they had a burning passion like this person. Frail though, so I might not take that. Let's see if I can get a better one. Yeah, this guy's better. So, oh man, alright, that's actually pretty good. And a fast learner. This guy's real good actually. So, this guy's real good because he has fast learner, so he'll learn things a lot faster, even if he's not very good at them. Very neurotic, it means that he can have mental breakdowns faster, but he works 40% faster, which is really good. Next, this person, I kind of want them to be like a construction planting person, so I'm going to see if I can roll something like that. Yeah, this person. Alright, this guy will do. He's good at mining, and he's good at plants, kind of. But he's good at construction, too. Underground, let me make sure he's actually a careful shooter. Alright, intellectual crafting, that's fine. And then this person, I think we'll just have be an intellectual person. That's what we really need. We don't need to worry about medical, we just need good, very, very smart intellectual person for the team. Good at medical, and that's good. That's really good. He's a slow learner, but that's fine. Looking through him, I think they're good. I think they were good. So, click start, and then it's all loading and everything. It takes a bit to generate the map. Alright, here we are. The three of you awake on your cryosleep sarcophagi to the sound of sirens and ripping metal. You barely got to the escape pods before the ship is torn apart. Sometime later, you land in this unknown Rimworld. As pieces of the shredded starship fall around you, you start making plans to survive. Click OK, and then the 3 people spawn. I'm pretty sure they have bonus items. I'm not entirely sure how it worked. To be honest, I can't tell if this is the mod or if this is the textures expanded or if they actually changed what silver looked like. So our shooter, Tony, we're going to give him a revolver. And we're also going to give, hang on, are any of these guys good at alright, so this guy will get that. You activate medicine. You also want to activate the food so they don't starve themselves. I know that's something I used to do. They would get food, but then, or they would have the food, but then I would forget to give it to them. So Woo, I'm just going to equip him all the armor, because he's going to basically just be the guy that gets through the stuff. Also, you want to activate all this iron here, or all this metal here. And then you can probably make a little base here. You can just be a barracks, you don't need them all to have their own room. But we'll talk about that later, because that's kind of a decision you can make. So you got this room here, right? Might be a bit big, you could have it smaller if you wanted. You got a door there, and then you really want to try to get beds for all 3 of them on the first day. So that's why you don't worry about floor or anything like that, because if they don't have beds on the first floor, then they'll be pretty sad. As you can see, they have needs, low expectations, so they're getting 18, initial optimism, but then there's minus ones for things that they're bad at. Also, I think all of them have a chance to be sick. It seems like they all are sick. They have a chance to be sick every time that at the beginning, every time. It doesn't mean anything bad, they don't need medicine or anything, it's just for like 4 hours. You want to chop some wood down. Eventually you might make it metal, or you might keep the wood, it depends. So you'd only have the 3 times speed, but I have a mod that makes it 4 times speed too. See, Teenies just threw up because of the sickness, but it's about to go away. Okay, Tennis is fine. All of them are now cured of their sickness. Okay, all of them almost have beds, so that's good. You see Tony just ate some food. Woo, after you're done eating food, I want you to put on that pants and then put on that knife, if you don't mind. Also, components are really good for later on when you're making more metallic machine stuff. Alright, so they all have beds now, so now we don't have to worry about that. And at this point, we could probably make some wood. So we make the wood floor, and then also probably a torch so they aren't depressed in there. And I'm pretty sure one of them is, none of them are good at growing zone, or at planting, but we're gonna get them some plant stuff anyways, because that's a good food source at the beginning of the game. And yeah. There was a minor risk for a second from Tony. It's because he ate without a table, the most nuclear option that makes people just drive to insanity, you know. It's minor pain because of his old gunshot. So basically, the next thing I say is we get furniture like a table. Probably not a huge table like that. Doesn't need to be super big, it'd just be like this. They can have it in the corner. Also, it may look ugly. You might think, oh no, I shouldn't do that. But before you have like a room for refrigeration, you should probably have a stockpile zone in the middle of your area of your home, which would be good. So got this. It's about the middle of the room. And now you can just put stuff there, and then now you can see it in your actual stockpile up here, so you don't have to go, oh, do I have any wood? Oh, yes, no, I don't. You can just look there, and then see, oh yeah, I have some wood. So, it's pretty good. Also, the food, see it's raining right now, it's slightly deteriorating. If that's out there for too long, it'll fully deteriorate and it'll be bad. And also, let me do something. I don't want them to accidentally take a drug, so I'm going to turn off drugs, I think. So that just, if we get drugs from a raid or something, it just sits out there and it dies. We could probably start on we could get a field stove, but then it would be power. We will probably replace it, or electric. We could replace it with a electric stove later on once we have power, but right now it would be too much effort to do that for our people. And so we got this, and then we got that, and then probably after we get that, we should start working on a kill box. So what a kill box is, this is probably the main thing about the game that took forever for me to figure out. What a kill box is it's basically just a room where raiders will go, because the Rimworld AI can be dumb sometimes, so they'll, instead of going through that door to get in, they'll go through here. And what you can put there is, you can put spike traps, and spike traps are pretty much deadly early game. Like, as a raider without any armor could just hit it, and then their leg falls off, something like that. But you gotta be careful that the people don't walk into them, because there's a chance that can happen. It seems Tenny's is basically just asking himself to get hit. But yeah, so you got this. We got Woo sitting there watching the stars. It seems our people aren't very happy right now. There is a visitor. His name is James, and he has a few items to trade. So there's a good thing about the game. You can see, we can look at our social. Whoever has the most social, it seems to be Tony. So we can tell Tony to trade with him. And then we can see what they have. They have packaged survival meals as well as we do. What it means is, if positive numbers buy, negative numbers sell. So if we do this, then it'd be -33, which means we'd get $500 if we sold all our food. But we aren't going to do that. They have medicine, they have reinforced barrels, which I'm pretty sure are for motors. A hand cannon, that's from one of my mods. They got a heavy fur jacket. That'd be pretty good, I think. But I'm kind of interested in this. How much is that? 174. It's literally all of their money. I think we should buy that. I'm just gonna buy that, and then we'll see how it goes. So now we have a hand cannon. Where is it? There it is. So Tony, I'm gonna have you equip that hand cannon, and let's see. Do you have any? Who has the second best shooting? Seems to be Tenny's with just one. So I'll have Tenny's equip that revolver there later. Next thing you should probably get is a wooden workbench for workbenchy things, like for research, because research is pretty much the main thing in this game that you want. You could theoretically beat the game without doing any research, but it would be kind of painful, alright? So you want to get research, and you don't want to you really don't want to research the wrong things. You're like, oh, drug production, that sounds like fun. Where is it? Oh, drug production, that sounds like fun. That isn't very good early on, because you would have to make a drug lab, and that's pretty expensive. So what I would recommend at the beginning is smithing. Either smithing, or you can go straight to microelectronics, or you could go hydroponics, whatever hydroponics are really, really good, but our area isn't good enough for them yet. So I just say smithing, and then you click OK. You could go the tribal route and make a great bow, which would be pretty good for my people, but usually guns are better than bows in this game. So you just going and doing stuff. Let's see our work. Where is it? Here it is. So let's see who is doing research. It would be Woo. Woo isn't really doing anything, so I think I'll just turn off all of this that he could be doing, including like hauling and stuff like that. He doesn't have to do any of that. I just want him to start researching. What is he doing? He's like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna go for a walk. So now Woo is starting to walk, or is starting research. Also, one thing that I noticed in my work is both of these colonists have a great passion in mining, and they both are over 10. And so this is one of the choices you can make. You can keep this like surface area at the beginning, or you can start digging into a mountain and have a mountain base, which is usually more secure and less prone to fire. But an open base is a lot more like easy to walk around in, and also it takes less time to make. So, but the thing is, 2 of our colonists have a major passion in mining, so it wouldn't be that much of a difference. So I think I will start making a mine, if anything, just for bedrooms for all of them. I probably would move my workshop in here and probably abandon this area at some point, but not doing that quite yet. Just going to have them start mining that. As you can see, he's very, very fast. Also, you haven't seen the game at 1x speed. This is kind of what it looks like. If you play in 1x speed, you probably have problems. Usually play at 3x speed or 4x speed if you have that. A local squirrel has gone mad. Okay, this is an example of what could happen. So Tony, he is very, very sad because he's getting hit by a squirrel. So I'm going to send Woo out to attack him. Okay, did he get hurt? I want to know. Alright, so he just hit him once, and then their rear left leg and their nose got shattered. Huh. Alright, let's see the log. Unaffiliated versus new arrivals. Tony hit the squirrel in the nose. The squirrel wobbled. The squirrel missed when trying to scratch Tony. Woo used a knife blade to slash the squirrel, dividing her rear left leg and cutting her body. A cut made the squirrel crumple. Alright, so now you can just do whatever you want. Seems that Tony's completely fine. He didn't get hit at all. It would have been bad if he got hit, because he probably would have been out of commission for a little bit. But it's a good thing he didn't. So this is we're slowly mining through this. Since a hostile just appeared, we had 1x speed that whole time because it didn't want it just starting to attack and nothing happening. I think that's a new thing in the update. They added chop stumps, which that's pretty interesting. Seems they get destroyed after a little bit. Now we have this here. Let's see, we got slate and we got sandstone on this. So now we could have them keep digging, and we could make separated rooms for all of them, and then then we could make a huge workshop area in like the middle for them all to be in, which I think I will do though. I think I'll do that. Another life hack of this game that you should probably know about. You know these chunks that you have all over the map? They're kind of ugly and they're kind of bad. What you can do is you can make where is it? You can make a stonecutter's table, which basically it cuts these and turns them into bricks, which you can use like wood. And they're better than wood because they are more they have more health, but they are also fireproof. So that's pretty good, I would say. Well, we botched it. Alright, so now that we got this here going, we go here and then we click add bill and we make any stone blocks. We can do this forever until all these are cut out of there. So Tony is the one doing it, and he's putting down the slate. And eventually we probably will upgrade this into stone if we stay above the surface, which I don't think we will. But we can start digging into the mountain more. This could be one bedroom, and then we could have another one right there, and then probably another one right here. And maybe like a prison bedroom. This could become a prison bedroom at some point. Oh my god. Alright, so now, since we've been here for about 3 or 4 days, Wu said, hey, why don't we give our tribe a name? And so, our place, or our, like, faction would be the Unification of Aristia. And then this settlement is known as Creek Town, which, alright, it doesn't have any creek here, but, I mean, I guess this is a creek, whatever. So we got this here, we got them start mining. Blight, that is kind of bad. It seems most of our potatoes got blighted. A handy thing that they added in the update is the cut all blight, which will cut all of the blight on it before it spreads to the rest of the potatoes. As you can see, they are starting to spread, which is pretty bad. If you didn't know, area revealed. Seemed as he was digging, he discovered a whole other area. That is very good. We could move our base here, probably. I think we'll do that. Alright, cancel all this, actually. I'm gonna so, go here, click cancel, cancel all this. Then, we could probably make, oh, and there's survival meals there. Let's see, how much food do we have right now? We got a little bit. We don't have that much. We have 20 left. So, now, we could make a new area, new base, kinda. Like, this is like inner colony, where we would put our bedrooms and probably a new workbench area. Oh wait, actually no, I don't have that there. Something about this game is you can make your bases look good when they really don't at the beginning, which is a pretty good part of the game. I'd say it feels kind of satisfying having your base slowly become like this metropolis of a city. So you got this here. That could be a bedroom. It's probably a little bigger. I could mine up, but it's fine. And then this one. And then I could cut it off and have like a little prisoner one there, another one. And then this room could be a laboratory prison thing, or laboratory research lab thing. And we could also dig into the mountain, get an aquaponics system, which would mean that even during the winter when all of our things are bad, I think I'm just going to delete that, to be honest. All these can be cut. Cut all of them. And then we'll just have we'll just hunt for this first little bit until we get all of our research. As you can see, we're about half done with smithing. What smithing will get us is it'll get us an electric smithy, which, I mean, isn't that good. But plate armor, that's alright, because then we have armor in case we have another column. Sorry there, my mic fell out. It's back in now. I hope that whole thing wasn't just me talking without it hearing. But Yeah. So just to recap, we're cutting all this. We're just gonna hunt animals for food, and then a good thing to do for that would be going production and then going butcher table. The thing about butcher table, it kind of makes the rest of the area dirty because there's like bloody everywhere. But we got do forever, and then that's allowed, so they'll probably cut that up. So he's cutting all that out because it's bad. Trixie has started to roam away. Who's Trixie? Oh, we have a donkey apparently. Alright, we're gonna slaughter that. Do not go away, Trixie. Trixie ran away. Okay, this is what I've been waiting for. These are pirate raids, or this is a pirate. You can get raided by other factions. Let's go to factions real quick. So, every game of Rimworld, every map starts with at the least 6 different factions, 4 of which are hostile. They have the Civil Outlander Union, which are people who are basically been there for a while. They have the technology kind of like futuristic, but not 100%. They believe in like civil rights and stuff like that. They're like kind of a republic. The League of Corsica, they're basically the same as the Terralia League, except they are rough, and they probably came from a much more bad place on the map, or they probably fell in a much more bad place on the map, and they have trust issues because there are a lot of bad things on the Rimworld. The Gentle tribe, they're basically just natives to here, where they're very peaceful. These guys, you could kind of imagine they're natives, but they're not peaceful. The Choco tribe is another one that is not peaceful, but they are like completely savage. Like with these guys it's minus 80%. We can at least trade with them to get it up to like positive. And then there's the Godlessness pack, who are attacking us. They're basically just pirates who agreed to fight other people instead of themselves. So the Godless pack is who is attacking. This person is Emma. Seem to have a lot of scars on them. Seems to have killed a few people. Their time, they have a battle axe. Okay, so they're alright. Their bio, they're very, very good at melee and very, very good at shooting. They're too smart. See, their childhood, they were a soldier. They grew up with people. They grew up in the army as like a Captain America almost. And then as an adult, they were jailbird. They got arrested a lot. Seemed to not really trust authority all that much. Their gear, they have a steel hatchet, tank top, and pants. They have some drugs on them. That's kind of bad. So I don't know if they're attacking immediately, but I'm just going to tell everyone to hide here. Yeah, they're attacking immediately. Alright, so they might just burn this whole thing down. I'm kind of hoping they don't. Nope, they're going to go through there. Oh, yep, they died. So we could go see what happened. Emma, jailbird. Let's see. They got a lot of cracks all over themselves from these 2 spike traps that they hit. They're basically just mouse traps, but for old people, they're big people. I think I'm gonna take that steel hatchet onto Wu though. And then after that, I think it's about over. Alright, so we got it. So now I think I'm going to go, because you kind of get the premise of the game. So, yeah, Rimworld is fairly easy. You just gotta kind of make kill boxes, kind of figure it out as you go. It took me 150 hours to figure that out. But, yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Goodbye.